But right now we're going to be talking about a free event that's coming up. And the event coming up is the Carol Bradshaw Brevities. I love the name, Brevities. It sounds just so vaudevillian.
Yes, yes. Bradshaw's Brevities.
Yes,
And
that alliteration.
And Janice is also here to tell us about Carol Bradshaw, to introduce her, but also to tell us a little bit about what the benefit is. Even though this is a free event, you can make donations to help
The Proctors Historical Committee. And you say, well, what do we do? Our 2 windows are up on the arcade, and oh my gosh, we have a set of dolls. George Burns, Gracie Allen, Jimmy Cagney dolls, you know? I mean, they're just so, so cute. Vaudeville players, vaudeville players.
How cool.
And so that kind of material, just to keep it properly protected for the ages, it requires acid-free paper. We need a map cabinet. We just got
There's a lot of needs that you have.
We just got an endowment of this person who cleaned out their closet and has all these posters. But again, you have to protect it. So that's why we'll be the recipient of hopefully some funds from
so you
this
can get some nice
wonderful
cabinets
event.
to slide them in there.
But this is an event where Proctors can go back to its roots. And as you say, on the back wall of Proctors, there it is, vaudeville. This is how it started. This is how people started bringing entertainment and having fun together. And with all of our devices, sometimes we forget that there is joy in sharing that kind of entertainment. So Carol, who has been collecting all of this information and contacting
She's a treasure,
people,
isn't she?
Absolutely. So she's coming.
She
So
holds a treasure, and she is a treasure.
Our event will be this coming Sunday, October 11th at 3 p.m. It is a benefit concert or benefit production for us. It's a free event. People are coming. We've got some wonderful entertainment, and Carol is going to tell you all about that.
That entertainment. Carol, how did you get all these people together?
Well, I know a lot of them.
Oh, you know.
Yeah,
Were you ever in vaudeville? No.
Yeah, I think I was. I do. I think I was involved.
In another life?
Yeah, and in this life too, in a
Okay.
way. You know,
Okay.
I started out kind of doing
Good.
this kind of running around when I
You
was
certainly
a
aren't
little
old
girl.
enough to be in vaudeville, but
No. But I have to say that this is a dream of mine for 50 years, and I'm not kidding. I'm dating myself here, but it's my golden anniversary. I said, and I won't say what age, but I was a little girl, and I said, I'm going to do a show at Proctors. And the reason why I said that, I know, I mean, this is like when I was in first, second grade, you know. I said
You
it
had a
because-
dream.
Well, I had a dream, but I also had a biography. My first biography I ever read was Buster Keaton.
Oh, he was
yes.
phenomenal.
Wonderful
Of
world
course.
slapstick.
Yes.
And that's what got me interested in vaudeville. And my grandfather knew his people, and so it was just.
It's in your blood.
It's in my blood. I
Yeah.
really do think. And what was interesting, and this was another dream I had. I had always wanted to meet the person that on the biography, because I never knew that people dedicated books to people.
Oh, okay.
And so I saw Eleanor, and I thought, who's Eleanor? Why would Buster write something that says for Eleanor? You know, I was a little girl. And you know what? It turned out to be his wife, his third and last wife, and she and I became very good friends.
Oh my goodness, how
lovely.
cool.
And so
Yes.
she gave me kind of his legacy, and he's going to be up on screen, and so is some other great people.
So you're going to be
that I know.
using video as well as actual actors and.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I mean, I'm going to be having a film tribute to some of the people that inspired and influenced, just Joey Fay, Alberta Hunter, U.B. Blake. I mean, so that's happening, but there's also these unbelievable,
Yes, wonderful people.
major talents who are Olivier, Ovation Awards, Tony Awards,
They're all winners.
all winners, MAC Award winners. I mean, they have really made their mark in their particular fields, And we've got Mama Morton from Chicago, 18 years. She's a legend.
I know.
And
she's
she's
a
been
legend.
on Proctor's
And
stage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she was at
Right.
Proctor's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so was Paul Kreppel. But I'm going to talk about her. She had the Royal Theater. She went and she had the Royal asked a command performance to see her sing. She is once in a lifetime. If people, you have to see this woman and you have to hear her. Her voice is
Well, I'm going to be
just-
there.
Oh, good. Yeah. You're
Yes.
going to be there,
Well,
I
of
hope.
course.
I'm going to be there. I don't want to miss
Yes.
this.
So you don't want to miss her. She was in Grind with Joey Faye, who's up on my screen, and she was in Ben Vereen, and she's played. She did Follies, Stephen Sondheim's Follies, with a slew of absolute legends from vaudeville, and so and she also was inspired by Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey and Billie Holiday. I mean, that's the legacy that she's carrying through the 21st century.
Pearl Bailey, all of
Pearl
those
Bailey,
really
well,
great.
She's doing an Ethel Waters song,
Oh,
and
yeah.
so there's Ethel Waters and Pearl Bailey, and
Right.
I mean, there's just
This is going to be great
It
show.
will be.
What age group?
Well, when you say age group with
No, for to attend.
Audience.
to attend, the audience should be 9 and up. It's a little more sophisticated for little, toddlers.
Okay,
It's
so-
not going to be interesting to them, but some, a little, somebody will be very inspired by her, and they'll want to imitate her.
Well,
They'll
think
wanna-
about you, how you got inspired.
Well, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I was a little mature for my age.
But remember, we just heard about the 14-year-old
Well, she's
that
a 14,
won the
yeah. But-
Battle of the Bands
Yeah.
here.
Isn't that
so,
something?
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
Brian D
kids
got
know.
started when he was 13.
Exactly.
So,
That's
you
true.
never know.
Yeah.
You never know. That's true.
That's right.
And but so she's doing that, and then Paul Kreppel and Murphy Cross, they have Wet Rock Entertainment production company, and they put on Jay Johnson's ventriloquism. It was called the Two and Only is what it was called. And won a Tony Award on Broadway. It was the best.
Really?
It was about a ventriloquist and his mannequins.
I don't
the
think
various
I know
mannequins.
that show.
And it won the entire.
Yes.
For that year, it was best show.
Yeah.
I went
And
on
that's
YouTube
never
and saw
happened.
him. Yeah.
Oh, I'll
yeah,
have to
yeah.
check that out.
That's a first. That's
Isn't
a
it nice to have
precedence.
YouTube? You
Oh,
can go
yes,
look
it
these
is.
things up.
I know,
Yes.
this is great. And so they're doing, they're going to be doing a shtick, a comedy like a George Burns, Gracie Allen kind of.
Good.
And
Great.
then we have Michael Townsend Wright. Well, he is interesting too, because Smith and Dale, the Sunshine Boys.
I
back
remember
in the
Smith
old
and
days.
Dale, yeah.
Yes,
they
yes.
were the Sunshine. George
Yeah.
Burns and Walter Matthau.
Did,
Yeah,
did
that was
yeah.
a great movie.
Yeah.
And he knew he was like they were like his grandfathers, I'd
Yeah.
say, and so he was inspired from real people from that era. He knew Mickey Rooney. He comes
And Mickey
from
Rooney started
that-
out that.
Well,
you know,
Mickey Rooney and Sammy Davis Jr., who is one of the greatest talents. That gentleman earlier has talked about Sammy Davis, and he's probably the greatest talent we
I
ever
think he
had.
was really-
He was the
That's
greatest
wonderful.
entertainer of
Yeah,
all time.
yeah.
I really
Excellent.
believe
Triple
that.
threat.
He was,
Yeah.
he was a master, and it was vaudeville that made him
Yeah,
masterful.
yeah. Well, he was with a group of, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he
His
was
brothers
with
and stuff.
Yeah, he was with the trio, and oh gosh. now
Yeah,
you
well,
got
it's,
me.
yeah, it's
It
away
was
from me
the-
too. But
well,
I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. I know
it
that
was,
he was.
it was his father. It was
Yeah.
his father and his father's brother,
Yeah.
his uncle, and
Him.
and then him. Yeah.
So it was
And
incredible.
So he comes from when he was a little boy.
Oh, when he was very
he
young.
used to sing. He sang a great song. I think you can find it on YouTube. It's called "I'll Be Glad When You're Dead, You
Rascal, you. Yeah. Good.
So, and you know who else kind of did that same thing? Were the Nicholas brothers.
Yep.
And
Oh,
they're in
the
my-
Nicholas
They were
brothers were
phenomenal.
Yeah, well, they're
Very
in my
famous.
show. They're in my show.
Oh, my
and
God,
they were,
Yes,
they were
they were-
legends.
yes.
Legends.
And they were probably the greatest dancers
Absolutely.
terrific.
You see them. I mean,
ever lived. You will
and the way they could
never-
move their knees, it's like, oh, how
my
do you
gosh.
do that? It's like,
But back then, I mean, the dance shows with Gene Kelly and the
Yes.
Nicholson brothers, I mean, just terrific dance that was brought into our house. And that's what's this
This is
vaudeville
It's a tribute.
show
So
brings
we want
back.
to remind you to come, to get tickets to the show. They don't cost you anything, but get your tickets to make sure you have a seat.
Yeah.
Because this is going to
It's
be a
not to be
packed house,
missed.
not to be missed.
Not
This
to
is
be
a
missed.
once in a lifetime.
It really
Yes.
is.
And you really-
it's an authentic vaudeville production.
Great.
It's like going back to 1926 here at Proctors. And
Yep.
now we have a newly renovated theater.
It's
I mean,
wonderful.
It would
Gorgeous.
just
Great.
be
Yes.
something that you'll always remember the rest of your life.
Great.
Yep.
Well, we've been talking with Carol Bradshaw and encouraging you to go to the Carol Bradshaw Brevities, which is a tribute to, can I say tribute? Yeah.
Yes, it is a tribute. It really is a tribute.
Brian, can I say tribute? Okay, good. Brian, a tribute to vaudeville. And thank you so much. And it
Okay.
is to benefit the historical committee.